Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
You tell me your name, I'll tell you mine.
What's up YouTube? We're back with episode 3 for the Like to See DLC for Mortal Kombat 1, the Horror Pack Edition. My name is Ro Mystery and welcome to the show. In this episode we're gonna talk about having Ghostface as a guest character in Mortal Kombat 1. Unlike Freddy and Jason, Ghostface has never been a guest character in the NetherRealm Studios games. With Ghostface being one of the top sold masks all over the world and Scream franchise making a success on its sequels, it's only fitting that Ghostface would join the roster. In episode 1 and 2 we talked about Freddy and Jason as cameos. Even though Ghostface is a guest character, we will still use the same format. We first will talk about the moves, then the fatalities and the brutalities, and after that we're gonna talk about the skins on my wish list. So Ghostface is equipped with a knife. This knife is used every time he attacks his victims. So it's a high and a low punch that are going to be high and low stabs. He doesn't have any kicks in any of his movies, even though he is extremely fast. But his kick has less range, as he has never uses his kicks in the movies. So I'm thinking he has a high knee or for a high kick and a sweep for a low kick. This means that his overhead needs to give him range and could be a bounce similar to Reptile or Smoke, something like that. So Smoke also carries a knife that gives him quick cuts, and he uses the smoke bomb to teleport. So my guess is they're gonna do something similar for Ghostface. His special moves will obviously be a stab attack with multiple stabs in his back and in his torso as a mid. But like Smoke and like many other ghosts, they have the ability to vanish into thin air. So Ghostface will also have a teleport. And since Ghostface glorifies the movies, they can give it a unique design. They could let him enter the fourth wall, and that he simply vanishes behind an invisible wall as if it was like a 2D stage set piece, and he jumps behind the wall and he breaks through the set like it's the glass that's breaking, which is in most of his movies. He does that. He jumps either through the glass to get his opponents. So I call this one special effects, because he steps out of the scene and he breaks into the scene. So that's basically how I thought that would be a cool spin to have him do the teleport. So with the stage being a movie set, and a second special move could be dropping set lights on top of your opponent. But who drops the lights? If you are a true Scream fan, you know that the franchise usually has two killers. So it's simply the accomplice that drops the lights from the sky. I'm gonna call this move Lights Out. The enhanced move of Lights Out would be to stun the opponent by blinding them when the light hits the floor. Next to the knife, Ghostface uses a handgun to kill in self-defense. So this move is obviously called self-defense. Unlike the other projectiles, Ghostface shoots 6 rounds back to back, and if they are close to mid-range. The enhanced move will be 3 blasts of a shotgun, but it will only be close to sweep range. And the fourth one is called Waza.
Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
What's up? What's up?
Yo, Duque, pick up the phone.
Yo. What's up?
So it's basically a move where Ghostface uses his phone to call his accomplice to zap the opponent with a taser, stunning them. So he would basically call up his friend, and then the second accomplice would tase him from the back, just like Stryker kinda did. At first I was thinking they're gonna send a message to their phone, and with vibrating the opponent will stun them. But Outworld's technology isn't the same as Earthrealm's technology, and he zaps the opponent instead of cuffing him up like Stryker does. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's a stun, and yeah, I think it could be a really cool move to have. So now on to the fatalities. Now there are many kills to choose from, but I think they will make something so original that my version will be completely off. So for the fatality, it could be a duo fatality, where both killers stab the victim while tossing the phone and the knife to each other, and they're joking about mercy, friendship, or babality. Personally, I think that will be a cool twist to have. So while one stabs, the other one is filming for social media, and the social media would read, "Who's next?" Alright, so the second fatality could again be one of the iconic kills of the franchise. One of my favorite ones is the one of the fax machine in I think it's Scream 3. As they go in and out of the house, the killer keeps faxing the script, and they have to go in and out of the home to actually grab the next page of the script, and they don't know where it is, and then in the end it's one big explosion, but it's really awesome, so I really like that one. So basically, but another one that I really liked is the one from the bus scene in Scream 2, and it's basically that one of the accomplices is on the phone, and the other one is actually in the bus, and they snatch him from the back, and then they just killed him. I think his name was called Jamie, if I'm not mistaken, but could be wrong. Probably not. Big fan. So yeah, basically that fatality where he gets abducted into the bus is what I would call the final cut, as in the bus was basically from a news. It was basically a news anchor. No, not a news anchor. It was a news reporter bus, and they have editing TVs and everything in there. So yeah, it was pretty. That was a pretty crazy one, and I would like to see that one come back. So I think that would be awesome to have something like that. So let's go on now to the brutalities. His grab brutality will be the Dewey fatality from Scream 5. Instead of stabbing him and throwing them, Ghostface grabs another knife and stabs the player in the back while keeping the one in front. And like that, he just slices him off.
It's an honor.
For the behind the scenes teleport, he would grab his opponent from behind the scenes and drags him through the hole with it from the stage, and then you see the blood gushing in the air in this little hole where he just took the person out of. So and yeah, basically for then the next move would be lights out, and yeah, it's basically a stage light that is being followed by a big television. So it's basically a throwback for the TV fatality of Stu in Scream 1. And I also think that they did it in the last one, but I'm not sure. So in self-defense is a shotgun move, and can be both done in as an enhanced or as normal, because there's the difference between the shotgun and the gun, and it's just shooting the person to death. So this brings back the iconic kill in the convenience store, where he shoots the clerk with the shotgun in the end. So now we're off to the what's that?
Yo, Duque! Pick up the phone!
Yo.
What's up?
Clear.
Clear.
To the WhatsApp brutality. It's basically that the accomplice zaps the opponent, cooking them with electricity. So he keeps on going, cooking until the body is completely burnt and explodes. Kind of similar like the one of Raiden. Alright, so now on to the skins. In every single movie of the franchise, he has the iconic black cloak and Ghostface mask. So of course they could make it different color masks and different color cloaks, but a more original idea came to me. Ghostface killers are copycat killers from the movies. So in the movie Scream, the Ghostface killers are copycat killers from the movie Stab. But the original Ghostface, those were actually, not bit influenced by the serial killers of that time, which is basically slasher movies such as Freddy and Jason. So if we look back at the screenshot of Ed Boon on Twitter, we see that a few characters wear a mask. So he could have a mask of Jason, a mask of Leatherface, Freddy, as callbacks from previous psycho killers that have been in the NRS timeline. And with Michael Myers and Jigsaw being the new masked serial killers that could be featured in the game, it's easily to see that the masks of the accomplices of Jigsaw could easily be the gear that you get when you can switch. So you can have basically the Ghostface is the copycat killer, and he is gonna finish what the others started. So he has the mask of all of them. Alright, so that sums up what we like to see for Ghostface as a playable character. Please feel free to let me know if you agree with my wish list, and what other moves, fatalities, or moments of Ghostface you would like to see. We also have the like to see episodes for Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger as cameo fighters. The links will be in the description below. We still have a few characters on the list for the like to see horror edition. These characters are Leatherface, Pinhead, Chucky,
Yes!
and Michael Myers. As I stated in the other videos, I think that past DLC characters will be returning cameo characters. And Chucky and Jigsaw dolls have hitboxes that are very small, so I think the only way they'll be introduced in the game is as cameo fighters. I think Ghostface, Michael Myers, Pinhead will be playable characters, but I really don't think that they're gonna make a total DLC pack out of it. I think they will split it up for Combat Pack 2 and 3. But yeah, I think we'll get a Ghostface trailer with Jigsaw as a cameo fighter, and fingers crossed for a Michael Myers teaser at the end. This way, everybody will be talking about him for 2 years. As Scream is busy with their requels for the franchise, we could see the same thing happen for Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street, and even Hellraiser. And them all being 80s slasher movies, we could see that they could add Chucky to complete the gang once and for all. So, alright guys, that's it for this year's Horror Pack Like to See videos. Next year we will be discussing the other characters as we get closer to next year's Halloween. If you enjoyed this video, like, share and subscribe. I'll be making new episodes for Like to See, and also picking up the top 5 show. So there's a lot of Mortal Kombat content on the way. I wish everybody a happy and safe and scary Halloween. And as always, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. My name is Ro Mystery, and thank you for watching. Ciao.
Yo, Duque! Pick up the phone!
Yo.
What's up?
Are you not entertained?